Hi, friends, and welcome back to the Wellness Junction podcast. I am your host, Jordana, and I am so glad you're here because we are continuing with our new series, The Quarter Life Chronicles. This one is for anyone who is in the middle of figuring it out, from navigating career changes, shifting identities, figuring out friendships, the occasional existential dread, and that weird pressure to have it all figured out by 25. What even is that? We're talking transitions, the good, the hard, and how all of it sometimes messes and stretches our mental health, but eventually strengthens us and builds resilience within us. So if you've ever felt lost or behind or like you're rebuilding yourself from scratch, you, my friend, are not alone. This series is for you, so let's figure it out one conversation at a time. This is part 2 of my conversation with Elizabeth. We started this conversation in our previous episode, so if you have not yet listened to that, I highly recommend that you do so. It will make much more sense if you listen to them in whole rather than just this part alone. I'm not even going to go into any much more. We are just going to pick up our conversation with Liz where we left it off, so let's go. I just want to hear more about your journey through motherhood. You became a mom at a young age, and I think that no matter what age anyone becomes a mom, it is like a whole journey to navigate. Now you're moving from just having an identity that is tied around you and what you want, but now you have to think about an entire other human being. So can you tell us, maybe, like, while you're growing up, what was your idea of motherhood? Like, what did you think? When did you think you would be ready to have a child? And then when you found yourself, now you're pregnant, now you start thinking about, okay, motherhood is coming along. And of course, I can imagine that came around with a lot of impact on your mental health. So tell us a bit more about your motherhood journey, what you expected it to be, what it turned out to be, and where you are at now with your beautiful baby.
Growing up, growing up, I had a great mom, very
Hmm.
supportive. But now, the bad thing,
Hmm.
the good thing, I was so close to my dad than my mom.
Ah, that is girl.
Yeah. So, but again, okay, when you're growing up, you feel like, when I grow up, I want to finish school, have a job, get married, then now have kids. But
Mm,
but there is no syllabus to this life. So you just find
for
yourself,
sure.
yeah, because there is no syllabus. So for me, I just found myself in motherhood. I was 20 years and I was still in campus. So
Hmm.
first, it was very easy because I had support from the dad and all that. But along the
Mm-hmm.
way, things broke loose. That's a topic for another day. So,
Okay.
yeah, so we broke up. The support just went like that. So now I was just me and my baby. So navigating through motherhood. The first thing is also just the same way I said, you have to accept. Because before you accept, you will never move. So for
Yeah.
me, the moment of motherhood, it really came with a lot of joy because, okay, I wanted the baby anyway because I was in love. Yeah. So love sometimes, well, anyway. So motherhood has really played a big part in my self
Hmm.
development because I was that one child who got, like, despite coming from a humble background, there were those strains and everything, but my
Hmm.
parents really made sure that I attended the best schools and maybe got the best support that I needed. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, I just say that I'll try my best to give my child the best and even better than what my parents gave me, because
Hmm.
it's only us that we are there for our kid. Somebody will not just come to take care of your kid if you can't take care of her or him and you are still alive. So
Yeah.
it's just you who will start supporting your child. So for me, I just said, and I promised myself that I will give my child the best. And so far, when she started school, even before schooling, I really made sure that I did her the best, give her best memories, and also something that I swore that I will never do. I will never turn my child against the dad, no matter
Mm.
counter and everything, because I don't want
Mm-hmm.
my child to live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just say that I'll never maybe brainwash my child, or maybe like just interfering with her mental health in terms of now my dad left me and all that. No, I don't want my kid to live with that. And for a very long time, I told the dad that if you feel you are ready to meet her, I'll always let her know you exist. But now,
Yeah.
according to situation, that has not been very successful. So far, I have been there for my daughter all along. So even before joining school, I always made sure that I give her the best memories. I always
Mm.
created that bond, maybe just going that out, time alone together, mommy daughter moments. I've
Mm-hmm.
made sure that she gets the best out of it. And even going to school, I made sure, and I told myself that even if I'm going to strain, even if it means like keeping my dreams of maybe studying further ahead, like
Mm-hmm.
keeping them aside so that I can support my daughter, that's what I'll do. So
Yeah.
I decided that I'll give her the best education that she deserves. And so far, so good. Yeah, so that mother support, I told myself that I'm gonna be the best mom that my baby can ever have. And I'm gonna be the best friend of my child before somebody else be a best friend for her.
Mm.
So that's what I always tell myself. Even for her, I always tell her, Mommy, I want to be your best friend. In case you ever need anything, or in case you ever have any problem. The good thing for her now, we can really talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that mommy daughter moment, I just decided that I'm gonna make it the best for her, so that in case even anything ever happens, and I pray it doesn't happen, like she'll always have her best memories of me as her mother. For me, my daughter has a lot of dreams.
Mm.
She want to participate in everything in school. Like she's a model, she's a poet, she want to do this, she want to dance, and recently she's even joined basketball team. And I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
So so for her, she wants to be everything. And sometimes,
Mm.
Mommy, I want to be like you. No, I but for me, I always,
Oh.
Mommy, if you feel like you can do it, then that's okay. And never,
Mm.
never choose direction for them.
Mm.
Yeah. So for me, I can't tell my kid, I want you to be a doctor and you must be a doctor the way for us we were raised.
Mm.
So for me, I always feel like if your child says she wants to be a musician, just support her to be a musician. At the end of the
Mm.
day, there's nothing like others have opportunity and others doesn't. It's always depend on our mindset and how we perceive things, because there's always opportunity in everything and everywhere, if only we
Mm.
can open our mind and have that open mindset and be willing to work towards it no matter what, and embrace resilience
Hello?
and
Oh,
growth.
okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's all about
Mm.
motherhood. You be your child best friend. Let her make the best memories of you rather than having that bad memories. Because when we make our kids have bad memories, they will live with it for the
Yeah,
rest
they
of
will live with
their
them
lives.
throughout their lives.
And
Mm.
you'll find that navigating life, when life challenges get them growing up, it
Mm.
won't be easy for them to navigate, because how you treat a child when she or he is still young stays with them for the rest of their life as they are growing. And it will
Yeah, for
also
sure.
determine how they will be relating with other people.
Yeah.
So for me, I've made that connection with my daughter and
Mm.
I've kept her very close. And you find that so many people, like those who have interacted with her, always say that she's very friendly and all that. And also,
That's
it depends on how you treat her and how you handle her. And that's what will determine how he or she will handle the other people around her.
That's really amazing. I have had a glimpse of what your daughter is like. She's so multi talented and passionate about so many interests. And I think she gets a lot of that from you because you are just as multi talented and interested in so many passions. And I
Thank
can't wait to
you.
see, yeah, really can't wait to see what becomes of her. I know it will be something amazing according to the work that you are doing. As we finish up, I just want to get your final thoughts on navigating our relationships with our parents because for me, that is one thing that has changed a lot in my 20s, especially because you've mentioned growing up like in the African context or like in our specific context, it's like your parents tell you everything you need to do. And then all of a sudden you become an adult and you need to know what to do for yourself. And we can sometimes be caught in this idea for, do I go the way my parents want me to go, or do I now decide that I'm an adult and I can and I will make my own choices? So, what has your experience been with making decisions for yourself, especially as an adult? And now you're getting into your 30s, and I feel like at that point now you're becoming your own person. Like your identity is coming out more, that much more distinguished from even from like the dreams that you had as a child or who your parents and the society around you expected you to be. You're now becoming your own person. So how are you navigating like having like a centered identity that is not dependent on other people's opinions, even if that is the other people that we're talking about is like people who really care about you, like your parents and your siblings?
Okay, imagine, funnily enough, for me, I've
Mm.
always done things my own. Okay,
Wow.
like, okay, for a very long time, parents will always dictate what you do. Even
Mm.
for me, like, just getting into the community, like, I started volunteering. My mom was always like, no, you, like, she felt I'm
Mm.
really wasting my time. Like, she really wants me
Ah.
to seek these white collar jobs, go to an office and do jobs, like, earn salary.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I always feel like what I do with my life should
Mm-hmm.
be something that I'm very passionate about. It's
Mm.
going to impact my life.
Mm.
On the other hand, my dad is always supportive. For him, he always like, oh, so you are doing this, and he will always get interested to know more about it. I remember when I got into Yali, the funny thing. So I told my mom that I'm going to Nairobi to be trained, and she was
Mm-hmm.
like, ah, now you want to leave this kid? What? Like, she was like, now you are going, you want to leave this kid, like, okay, she was not like supportive, like, oh, now you've gotten, that's very good. And for my dad, he
Yeah.
was like, oh, so what's the training all about? Like, he was really interested
Mm-hmm.
more about what it entails. And for me, I don't know, for me, I've always been a person who makes her own decisions to some point. But okay, like I will always look for opportunity by my own, maybe through friends connection and all that. No, no, like no support from family. No, no, no. They sometimes they even get like surprised. Oh, now you are going. What are you going to do? Like they don't even know, always know that now I'm applying for this thing or I'm applying. They won't know until maybe it's ready. Then is when I tell them what I'm planning to do. But you will find that sometimes my mom always feel like, even when I was volunteer, even now I'm still volunteering anyway. So like volunteering in the community, my mom always feel like I waste, like she feels I have a lot of potential, but I'm wasting it.
Mm.
And like my
Mm.
dad always feel like, oh, he always tell me, you know, through doing that, you are gaining more experience. That just
Mm-hmm.
then grow with that experience. Then one day you will thrive. You will use that experience in a more higher platform. That's always my dad. But for my mom, she's always like, no, you are wasting a lot of time. You have a lot of potential. Why don't you just go and look for a better job and do all that? You see,
Mm.
for parents, I think our parents always want the best, no matter what. Yes.
Yeah.
But now, for some, they don't even know what it takes to get that best for you. Because for me, I feel like engaging in more community work and making so much connection out here, it will help me reach my end goal. Whatever I want, maybe in 5 years' time, will just start
Mm.
from here because this is the path that I want to take. So for me to take this path, I'll need these people as my steering wheel towards where I want.
Mm.
So for her, she feel like, no, you just have to jump up to the yeah, you're wasting your potential. Actually, that's something she always tells me. I remember when I engaged in a project in Yalena, I
Mm.
won a USAID grant. For her,
Wow.
she was like, you have a lot of potential, and now you are living. We had issues with my partner that time. She was like,
Mm.
you've let that person misuse you. You see? So, but
Mm.
for me, I took that as an opportunity to be able to learn
Mm.
all that experience and take it positively to be able to grow with it.
Yeah.
So for me, parenting is something that I personally have learned that support your kid.
Yeah.
That's as me now as an adult. But actually, when I was a little girl, I always do what my parents say.
Mm.
Do what my parents say. Though sometimes I will just deflect sometimes. You just decide,
Mm-hmm.
but once in a while, you need to make that bad decision sometimes in order to learn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
So maybe growing up, what I've learned that those bad decisions you make will also contribute to your growth. It will also help you in parenting. Like where for you one time maybe you did something against your parents' will. It will also help you with your kid now. Maybe one time they decide to do something against your will because
Yeah.
our parents sometimes can be a limiting factor to our success because they will feel insecure. I remember when I got a job in Nairobi
Mm-hmm.
and my mom just said, no, you are not going.
Wow. After she
Imagine.
wanted you to get a job for a long time.
Yes. And I got a job in Nairobi. And she was like, no,
Mm-hmm.
you are not going. You are not ready to face Nairobi. You know how Nairobi is.
How old were you at that time?
I was 25.
Wow. And she felt like you're not yet ready to face
Yes.
Nairobi.
She was like, no, 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 you are not going to Nairobi. And she even told me, if you ever step your foot like you are going to Nairobi, don't call me again. And I was like, what? For me, actually, I really felt bad. And
Hmm.
sometimes I feel those are the things that contributed to my mental health. I felt like she was not even supporting. Seriously, how can
Yeah.
someone do that? She was like, if you go to Nairobi, don't even call me again. So I was like,
Oh.
what? And my dad was like, you just go as long as you leave the kid back. Once you stabilize, then you will come back and take your kid. And my mom
Mm-hmm.
was like, no, 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 you are not going to Nairobi. You know, Nairobi is very risky. I don't know, you are a girl child and all the risks that. What? But now, okay, that's a decision that really, like, that's a moment that I really felt parents sometimes can really be an obstacle to our success sometimes.
Hmm.
So for me, making my own decisions right now. And sometimes, yeah, she will always tell me, when sometimes I tell her, I'm going to this thing and this thing, sometimes she might say, no, don't go, maybe don't stay for until late or something. I'll just go. For me, I'll just
Oh
go.
man.
So sometimes you just have to deflect sometimes.
For
For me, I always say, as long as you know what you are doing is right,
mm,
as long as you know what you are doing is right for you and it's not something that is gonna affect your life, just do it. They will, at the end of it, they will just get over it and come back again. But
yeah, they'll come around.
yeah, they'll just come around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about parenting. And also now that I'm on my 30, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the decision that I'm making right now is all about me and maybe my baby, but
Mm-hmm.
nobody else. Like it's me now making these all decisions. So even if maybe people might talk or maybe people might tell you whatever you are doing is wrong or and all that, just make sure whatever you are doing is you are doing it for you. So if you feel like you are making a decision that's gonna help you or maybe make you grow, just do it. Even if you are doing
Yeah.
against all odds, just do it. As long as you know it's the right thing you are doing and you are doing it for you. And now, as a parent, for me, the best thing I can do for her is to let her know what's there in the real world. Even
Yeah.
if she's making those decisions, let her get the information, give her the right information so that when she's making any decision, she will make those decisions based on what's out there in the real world. Not that she's making out of blindness. Like she really know if I make this step, these are the consequences and these are the advantages of making this step. So the moment that she will start making her own decisions, she will always know that if I do this, this will have these and these implications in my life. That's according to me, that's what parenting and navigating parenthood and maybe linking what we went through as childhood to our now adulthood as parents. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's very amazing. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome to the crossroads where we meet. Young hearts collide, finding steady feet. In the chaos, balancing the climb. Wellness junction where we heal in time. Oh, we're talking changes, chasing dreams. Through the highs, the lows, the in-between. Together we rise, let the journey flow. At Wellness Junction, we're here to grow. So, for that young woman who is in that place that you were before you decided that you're going to take initiative, can you share some words of kindness to her, share some compassion with her, and maybe give some pointers on how she can walk through that season, because that's a really huge transition? And just for any young person who is navigating a transition that feels really challenging and they feel like they have little to no support, what would you tell them?
Oh, wow. I don't know. Maybe I can just say everything is gonna be okay. Well,
Yeah.
everything is gonna be okay. As long as you are alive, everything is gonna
Mm-hmm.
be okay. But it's
Wow.
allowed. It's allowed like to feel down. And
Yeah.
I know it's allowed to feel some regrets because
Mm,
you will always feel the regrets of the decisions you made. But now
mm,
it's already happened. There's no turning back. So first thing, let her just know that there's no turning back, and everything is just be it's gonna be okay. As long as you are still alive, nothing is gonna prevent you from achieving your dreams. And maybe if it's a young girl somewhere who just
Hmm.
got that baby before their dream, like they feel like their dreams are just shattered, and they feel like there is nowhere to go or nothing else to do with their lives, let them just hang in there and just concentrate on taking care of your baby. The first thing is that
Yes.
just now you have to accept that now I'm a mother, because if you don't accept it, that's now you those regrets will never end. But the moment you just accept and tell yourself that no matter what happens, I'll always be there for my baby, then from there, that's when like your mind will just open and your eyes will, it will be an eye opener for you, because the moment you swear on your life that you want to do everything possible to take care of this baby, then that's
Mm-hmm.
when you open your mind. Now you'll just ask yourself, what do I have to do in order to take care of this baby? But I know it's not gonna be easy. It's never easy. People will criticize you. People will tell you now, what was that man even thinking? People will, and that's actually the worst thing people can tell you. People
Hmm.
just see it as it was all your fault. People will see it as maybe it was all your fault. Maybe you are not responsible enough. Why did you just decide to do whatever you did? And for me, I always say this life has no manual, and sometimes you make very bad decisions even as adults right now. Even for me
Yeah.
right now, there are some decisions you just make, then when you just sit down and think and you're like, now what am I doing with my life? But those are the experiences that we need. For me, I feel like everything I went through, imagine if
Mm-hmm.
I decided, okay, what really happened is that the man wanted us to get married immediately I finished campus. But for me,
Oh.
I really felt that I wasn't ready. So from
Mm-hmm.
there, he just decided to go and marry. And for me, I wasn't ready. So to some people, they were like, why didn't you just go and get married?
Hmm.
Because they
Wow.
felt that was the right decision that I could ever make. But now I think of a way, maybe if I had gone to get
Hmm.
married, probably now I could be having maybe 3 kids with no
You
dreams,
know?
all dreams shattered. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so you are living in someone else's dream, and yet you have your dreams. For me, growing up,
Wow.
I wanted to be somebody, okay, helping people all along. I wanted to help people. So I was like, let me just grow up, start a foundation or something, travel the world, like touch many people's lives through traveling the world. Then now, when what would happen if I had gone to get married? Maybe I could be having 3 kids right now,
You
depending on.
know?
It's not that, yes, he had money, he was a medic, but I could be living in his dream. Maybe his dream was marry a woman, put in my house, maybe provide for her everything that she wanted. But for you
Mm-hmm.
now, me as a person, I'll be like, no, this is not the kind of life I wanted, you see.
Hmm.
So it's not gonna be easy. Like, just make sure what you do, it doesn't interfere with your dreams. If you get pregnant at that early age, it's just like a pause to your dreams. You
It's
just,
just a pause, yeah.
yeah, it's just a pause. But just make sure that one day you resume that journey. So
Hmm.
it's not gonna be easy to resume that journey, because
Mm-hmm.
you are now supporting another journey of your kid and making sure
Yeah.
that your kid gets the best. So it's like another whole journey altogether.
Hmm.
For me, what I always say is never ever give up on your dreams. Never.
Yeah.
Let nobody tell you that, you know what, I want you to do this. Yes, I'll support you, yes, but you'll support me to do something that you want, not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a young woman or as a young mother, just make sure, accept that it all happened, accept that now you are going to do whatever it takes to take care of this baby. And
Mm-hmm.
what you need to do is shut out. Like, don't listen
Mm-hmm.
to other people's opinion. Just take the advice, eliminate the ones that deprive you of your dreams. Then
Mm-hmm.
take in whatever supports your dreams and just look for opportunity on how you can support this dream no matter what. Will
Only have you.
you will always have you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be easy. You might get
Mm-hmm.
support, but all the support comes with other demands.
Yeah.
Maybe someone will offer to support you, yes, take care of the baby and everything. That, and again, it will also comes with it comes with other demands. So in
Mm-hmm.
the process, it's just you. Just decide on what's best for you. As long as it doesn't interfere with other persons, as long as it doesn't interfere with your mental health and your well-being, just do you. Just decide on yourself and never give up. For me, I always
Mm-hmm.
say my dreams, I'll achieve them even if you achieve them at your 50. Just
Yeah.
make sure you never give up on your dreams. It will take sacrifice, because as a young mother, there are some things you will not be able to do when you are still nursing that baby, because now your attention shifts to that young parent. Now the attention will shift to that baby. So it will come with sacrifice. There will reach a point when you can't do other things because now you want to tend to the baby. There are opportunities that will come your way, then they will pass you because you are not in a position to explore them. But just know
Mm-hmm.
there is that time for you, and there will always be that time for you. So you just be patient. Maybe you will find those family discriminations. For
Yeah.
even for me, I felt, even if it wasn't direct, I really felt like somehow they will feel like a disappointment or something. Imagine for me,
Yeah.
with all my big dreams, like I was the first girl and I had like my older brothers and they were all doing well in school and all that. Then for me,
Mm-hmm.
just became pregnant and I was in campus, and imagine the disappointment. So even if they don't even show it directly, you will just feel there's that feeling of discrimination or something. And even if it's not family, there's the society will tell you, like for me, I experienced this. Like when you are there, you are with a kid, people will ask you, where is the dad, why are you not married?
Mm-hmm.
Even for my schoolmates, they were like, why are you not getting a job? They feel like, why are you not even getting a job? Because maybe for them,
Mm-hmm.
they have other connections, you know. So it
Yeah.
comes with a lot of resilience because you will feel the pain. You will feel the pain of motherhood. You will feel
Mm-hmm.
of the society discrimination and all that. You will feel that pain of family discrimination and even rejection for some people who go through rejection. For example,
Mm-hmm.
if your parents now can't accept you with that baby, you will have to endure that and you will go through a.
Yeah.
So it comes with resilience. It comes with how you are able to cope with all these and be able to thrive despite all those. Be able to find yourself again. And just the way I told you, it took me a lot of time to find myself
Mm-hmm.
in, like, now go back to me being me, the little girl with those big dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Because to some point I really felt like I even wanted to go back, and I felt like, why not? I can just go back then get married to that man, enjoy the money and everything. But now there are those moments you will really feel. And along the way, you will meet a lot of people with a lot of offers. If you don't have patience, if you don't have resilience, if you don't have these values, you will easily get into a trap. And that's when all your dreams will now come to shut down completely. So for me, getting a child before achieving your dreams is just a pause. But now, for you to continue that journey, you will need a lot of, and also self respect. Because people will tell you, after all, you have a kid. Why don't you just find a man and get married? You know? So the society has a lot of people will come with a lot of like opinions, advice. People will tell you a lot of things. But at the end of the day, it all depends with you as an individual.
Yeah.
That's why I say you only have you. Because all the decisions that you are going to make after all that depends on you. And now it's you to decide what's best for you and what's best for your kid. Yeah. And that's all about it. For that girl who is just there wondering what next now, that's all I can tell her. Just hanging there.
Thank.
It's not the end of it. It's not the end of the world. You might even want to end your life to some point, but it's not the end of it. As long as
It's
you
not
have
the
that
end.
good health, you are in a good health condition. You can do anything you want in this world.
Well, thank you so much. So, you can't see me because this is like a remote recording, but I have been smiling throughout this interview. It has really been nice to, I feel like I've gotten to know you a bit better than I did as colleagues because we were always just like, you come to the office, you work, you go back
Yeah.
home. So thank you so much for giving all of us an opportunity to know you better, to hear about your experience as you have been navigating your journey through motherhood and other relationships around you, pursuing your dreams. And I really wish you the achievement of all the things that you want to achieve. So if people want to get in touch with you to collaborate on projects or just to get advice from you, like for young women who want to stay in touch with you, how can they do that?
They may reach out through my email address.
Yeah, go on. Go
Email
ahead.
address is elizasela at gmail.com.
Okay.
And also maybe through my LinkedIn. Okay, I'm one
Okay.
person who is still trying to figure out how to use social media. Not how to use, I've used it yet, but now I still don't know what really do I need to put out there. And also I've just started my blog.
Nice.
So I've just started my blog. So I feel like I need to reach those young people through my blog and also maybe social media like my LinkedIn page, though I haven't done much with my social media pages, but I feel this year that's some area that I need to work on. And maybe they can just Google Elizabeth Orawo. Then they will maybe see my LinkedIn page and just hit connect. And also, I'll be sharing after I've managed my other social media pages handles. Maybe I'll be able to share.
Okay.
So they can check out Story by Lizzie at blogspot.com.
That's really nice. Of course, all the links to the blog and to your personal social media, we will put them in our description box so our listeners can connect with you there. Thank you so much for your time, Liz, here on the podcast. And I hope to speak with you again sometime here on the podcast. You have been very insightful. Thank you for being vulnerable to share your experiences and sharing your hope hope through this podcast. I really appreciate you.
Okay, thank you so much also for inviting me. I know it's been a long journey. We've been
It has been
planning,
a long...
but I think this was the right time now.
Yeah, ingine ilikuwa kuforce issues.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And also engaging with you also has been enlightening and also insightful, because contributing also makes me realize how or maybe if this journey is important and how it's important to me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Liz.
Asante.
All right, have a good evening. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye. Two of the most profound things that stood out for me in this conversation with Liz are one, always ensure at the end of the day you are living in your own dream and not anyone else's. And number two, as long as you still have breath, as long as you're still alive, everything is going to be okay. It makes me realize that it's not always possible to know that, things are going to be okay when we are in the middle of the hustle, the difficulty, all of that. But I think just that simple reminder that as long as we're still alive, there is hope for things to get better. There's hope for things to get better. And those are the two main things I am holding on as we move forward. Thank you so much for joining me for this conversation with Liz. And thank you, Liz, so much for just coming on here and sharing with us your heart, your wisdom. I am so deeply grateful to you. So, my listener, thank you so much for being here. Would you please share this episode with someone who knows needs to hear this? You can just post it to your social media, your WhatsApp status, your Instagram stories or Facebook stories, or wherever else you interact with your people. You can leave a comment below here or follow us wherever it is that you're listening. I truly, truly do appreciate the support. Until our next episode, when I will be speaking with the awesome Coach Rahab, I cannot wait to interact with you then. For now, my friend, stay grounded. The Wellness Junction podcast is a production of Pamoja community-based organization. It is supported by the Northwestern University Access to Health Project with production assistance from Studio Spain Media Group. Please take a moment to follow the Wellness Junction podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you're listening. To learn more about how Pamoja CBO has impacted young people's lives over the past 15 years, please visit our website at www.pamojapamoja.org or our social media pages that are linked in the show notes. I have been your host, Jordana, and I can't wait to connect with you in the next one. Thank you for being here.